Alright, Shalom, Wahala, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakwakwadush. Double honors to the head apostles of Great Millstone at Ruel, and peace and salutations to the Yakim out there on the highways and byways, noising this word abroad all around the world. Now, America's might is just, America pretty much doesn't have the same might that it had, prior to, World War One or World War Two. The might of the U.S. military is just on a total decline because here it is, they went over into Afghanistan, thinking that they were gonna strong arm them, them Palestinian, them Arabs over there, and from there on, they just been getting their asses kicked, ever since they stepped foot into Afghanistan, you know, they've been they've been fighting over there for like, almost like 18 years now, and with no results. Now Trump is ordering that, they're gonna withdraw troops out of there, because obviously they're getting nowhere. Just like when Russia fought those Palestinians over there and lost, the same defeat is coming to America. America thought they were the big bad, big and bad, that they were just gonna go over there and strong arm them Palestinians over there, but them Arabs over there. But they just got their asses whipped just as much as the Russians got their asses kicked. So let me just get into this article real quick. It's from the Washington Post, and it's dated December 27, which is today, 2018. And the headline is Military Walks a Fine Line in Discussion Afghanistan after Trump orders withdrawal plans. U.S. generals are downplaying the significance of a potential reduction in troops. Pretty much they're all gonna get out of there. But here's the article. It says a week after President Trump directed the military to draw up plans to withdraw about half the U.S. troop deployed in Afghanistan, military officials are walking a fine line, detailing the future of the longest U.S. war in history. You see, America thought they were big and bad. They thought they were just gonna strong arm them Arabs, but they were wrong. All right. So Trump presses White House National Security Advisor John Bolton to make the move December 18th, and he and other U.S. officials were trying to talk him out of it. Administration's officials said since then no announcements have been made and senior U.S. military officials have said they have received no new orders. The situations had put the U.S. generals in the awkward position of attempting to draw down the significance of a potential reduction in U.S. troops in Afghanistan, while American diplomats tried to negotiate a peace deal with the Taliban. They must say just weeks ahead of Trump's State of the Union address, salted for January 22nd, in an event at which President often rolls out new policy plans. Marine General Joseph F. Dunford, Jr., chairman of the Joint Chiefs and Staffs, Army General Austin Scott Miller, the top U.S. commander in Afghanistan, have dismissed the report as rumors. Miller, speaking to Afghan officials in Norgard province Sunday said he had no new orders, such nothing changes, you know. But overall, the U.S. the U.S. military is losing in Afghanistan. They can't win this war. Countless experts, people said this, going back years, said that this war will never be won. It's just pointless, So America just has to just suck it up and take the defeat. They lost this war. Now it's time for them to get out. And ultimately they're gonna lose the next war, which is World War III. Ultimately America will be in that war. America will be no more because them thermonuclear missiles are gonna come and hit this place, and burn this place to the ground according to Bible prophecy. you know. So pretty much this is just the beginning of America's defeat. It's gonna get a whole lot more worse than this. And, now the nations are seeing how weak this place is and the shame of this place. But let me get into the scriptures real quick. And I'm going to start off with the book of Isaiah 47:1. So this is the book of Isaiah 47:1. And it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, or daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind metal, uncover the locks, make bare the legs, uncover the thighs, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, and I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." You see? So pretty much your nakedness, America's nakedness, is being seen, First of all, that 9/11 attack was nothing but an inside job, orchestrated by the elites. So they could have justification to go into Afghanistan and to take over the resources and the people over there. But, that's just not the case, because them Arabs, they fighting mightily and mighty hard against U.S. militaries that's going over there, because ultimately you just want to bring democracy and want to control control that province and control that country. But them Arabs ain't having it. They're not having that bullshit over there in their country. And that's why y'all planning on making withdrawals and going through negotiations with the Arabs now, Where was those negotiations and, and all those offers back then when you invaded? Now you're just on your knees begging for mercy now. You see? But yet, these U.S. officials don't want to take that. They're trying to downplay it and say, they haven't received any orders or anything like that, which is all a bunch of fucking lies. Because, them U.S. officials know they ain't getting nowhere over there in that war. So what do? They just try to downplay it and act like they ain't receive any orders. But, according to the article, you did. Because at the end of the day, y'all ain't getting nowhere over there. Y'all not winning that war, and y'all can't win that war. This is the longest war in history of the United States. And there is no signs and no evidence of y'all actually winning, that war. That's because the Most High is taking away your power. The Most High is withdrawing his power, is taking away your might, The might that you once had in back in World War I and World War II is no longer there. The Most High is taking your power away from you. Because now is the time for you to go down. Let me just get another scripture. In Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. And it says, let me start at 22. No, I'll just start at 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon come a desolation amongst the nations? You know, and that Babylon is talking about America. And I laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught up because thou hast strived against the Lord, you know. It's because you're striving against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you know. That's why the Most High is taking away your power from you. You know, you're allowing homosexuality, bestiality, all types of abominations allowed in this land. And the Most High is greatly upset and pissed off about that. And ultimately, what the Most High does, he gradually takes your power away from you, you know? Mm-hmm. And we're seeing evidence of this, you know, in this, in the article that I just presented, you know? And ultimately, the Most High is just going to finish this place with by way of thermonuclear missiles real soon. That Babylon will be no more, which is AKA America, you know? The Most High is judging America slowly but surely. And ultimately, you know, this is just the beginning, because there's going to be more terrorist attacks that's going to take place. And there's going to be more deployment, but this time when these troops get deployed, they ain't coming back home. You know, they're going to stay over there in the east, in the Middle East, which is the Battle of Armageddon, you know. Yahweh Shappath, you know, which is the Lord's judgment, because ultimately the Most High is going to judge all you nations at the very same time in that World War III. And this time nobody's going home. They're just going to stay over there in that land in the east. So with that,